game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love key talk.
Today, we're going to actually start out in St. Louis, and then we're going to bring it on around to Houston, Texas. So it's been a couple of wild events that actually happened within the past few days. One inside of St. Louis, which was very recent. And then, of course, the one inside of Houston, Texas, which is also recent as well. But we're going to break both of these situations down. So inside of St. Louis, a woman was pretty much telling another woman that she was going to pull up on her. And once she said she was going to pull up on her, she then said that she pretty much was going to knock her out. You already know the other girl was not playing no type of games at all. And she took the threat seriously, saying that the girl was going to pull up anyway. So the girl actually did end up pulling up. Now, once she pulled up, she was surprised, right? And the reason she was surprised once she pulled up, because the other girl was there waiting, and bang, bang, bang. Now, of course, inside of Texas, somebody pull up on you to fight you with threats, and they've already previously sent threats to you. You know what I'm talking about? You probably get off with, well, you should more than likely get off with a self-defense, right? Anyways, I don't know how it is inside of St. Louis, but the girl that actually pulled up did end up dying, and they also arrested the girl that shot the girl that pulled up on her. Now, some people are saying that she may have to go through like a court case, and that she'll probably be found not guilty, she'll be innocent, or they'll throw it away. But the whole thing about it is she was still arrested for it. Anyway, so I'm going to read that story to y'all, and then we're going to get into the Houston, Texas story. Now, that one is pretty wild because it's happening a whole lot. So it pretty much says, woman in custody after the shooting death of another woman. A tragic event occurred in St. Louis on March 3rd, 2024 at 2:45 a.m., leading to the death of Brittany Ritchie, a 26-year-old woman. The incident took place at 2900 Thomas, where officers found Ritchie injured on the sidewalk. So Ritchie is the girl that pretty much pulled up and was about to beat up the other girl, right? She pulled up to her place, her residence, and said that she was going to beat her up, but it didn't go that way. Anyways, so Ritchie was found on the sidewalk with gunshot wounds. Sadly, despite EMS efforts, she passed away at the scene. The suspect, Marissa Lewis, a 28-year-old woman, has been arrested in connection with the shooting. Lewis faces charges of murder first degree and armed criminal action, and is currently in custody without the option for bail. The investigation now being handled by the Homicide Division. Authorities are asking for the community for any information that will help lead to the investigate. Here's the thing, right? We already know that in this modern day and time, people making threats online. You know what I'm talking about? So a lot of the evidence really be online. I'm about to pull up on you. Pull up on me then. I'm really about to come. No, you ain't gonna really come. I don't believe you. Until the one time somebody actually does come and pull up. And this is the story that happens. You know what I'm talking about? If the person that knows that you're coming already understands that they finna turn you to a pack. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people don't care at all. They don't think about the consequences. They just ready to go, talking about they in their emotions, they in their feelings, and they just ready to go fight. But everybody ain't fighting. Talking about, like Sauce Walker said, everybody ain't going. Anyway, speaking of going, a Houston man that goes by the name of Andrew Garza sadly passed away. Now, he was shot, but he was shot protecting his families. So like 4 armed robbers actually rode on side of him while he was with his family, hopped outside of their car, and then they tried to rob him. Now, they're pretty much saying when those 4 people got out and tried to rob him, some people say, hey, if somebody's about to rob you, just go ahead and give them everything you want, everything they need, because your life is way more valuable than, talking about the possessions that they're trying to take. But of course, some people ain't going. Andrew Garza was one of the people that tried to protect his family, so he pulled out the Thuka and he started shooting. Boom, boom, boom. He hit one of the guys, but unfortunately, Andrew Garza was hit as well. Now, he did end up passing away, and they have arrested the guys, and their picture should be on the screen either on that side or on that side, but I'm going to pretty much read y'all the story. Now, this one, like I told y'all, is a little wild. So it says, charges have been filed against 3 suspects arrested in a fatal shooting of a man on 10240 Bowman Street. So 3 suspects, not exactly 4, right? It says, the suspect, Trevante Marquis Pervez, Christian Nicole, Nicholas Barrera, and also Fernando Aguilar Jr. are charged with capital murder in a 208 state district court. It says, The victim and a family member were at a gas station, the above address, when 3 suspects drove up to them and attempted to rob them. The victim uncle pulled out a weapon and exchanged gunfire with the suspects. The victim was shot multiple times by the suspects and pronounced dead at the responding officers, Houston Fire Department paramedics. One of the suspects was struck during the exchange of gunfire. So he hit one of them. So more than likely, when that one person was hit, he got to go get himself cured, right? So I'm guessing he's going to go get himself cured and they're going to bust him. That's typically how it goes every single time. Anyways, so it says one of the suspects was struck during the exchange of gunfire and fled the scene. The suspects, later identified as Purvis, Berea, and Aguilar, were taken into custody shortly after arriving at an area hospital where the wounded suspect Purvis was treated. They were subsequently charged for the roles in the incident. So it's really wild that one of the guys got shot and all 3 of them decided to go to the hospital. You know what I'm talking about? They weren't like, okay, let's plan this out. Just in case we all get arrested, you go in there yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Tell them your story and do not throw us under the bus. And if my voice is a little different today because it's a little bit, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm not going to say I'm getting sick because I don't want to put that on myself. But my voice is definitely kind of like going out a little bit. No, it's not going out. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep a positive vibe. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so it blows my mind that after they decided to rob Buddy, they also decided to all go into the hospital together, as if the people weren't going to be like, okay, what's going on? Why are you shot? And where are you other 2 guys from? The police is obviously going to connect the dots together, figure out who came in there. Once they figure out who came in there, then everybody's going to end up, you know, talking about arrested like they did. So I do want to say RIP to Andrew Garza. RIP to the lady that actually pulled up on the other lady's house. But definitely, y'all should never pull up on nobody's crib, especially if you live in a state like Texas, because people ain't playing at all. You know what I'm talking about? Or St. Louis, because everybody knows a lot of people is dying inside of St. Louis. St. Louis ain't one of the places where it's just super nice and friendly to be. You know what I'm talking about? Especially if you're beefing with somebody. You know what I'm talking about? You got to be careful at all times. Anyways, so this was just a short video, just going over some stuff that I saw in the news that kind of shocked me. So I definitely wanted to let y'all know the details as well. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.